Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of the Lightworkers Lounge. How is everybody doing today?
Yay!
I'm doing great.
That's right.
Hi.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yeah.
Good.
Welcome, everybody. We're really thrilled about episode number 2. Sara's put together an amazing lineup tonight. So, Sara, I'm going to let you do the introductions and all that. I just want to say hi to everybody in the chat and hope everybody's having a good night tonight.
Yay! Yep. So we are joined by the wonderful Aley from Heart and Soul Connected and the beautiful Linda from Butterfly Readings with Linda. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for asking.
Thanks for having us. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you are new to our show, we really encourage audience participation. So as we go through our little topic points, if you have any comments, any experiences you would like to share, we'd love to hear them. At the end of the show, we will be giving away one lucky reading. Aley and Linda will give one lucky winner reading at the end, and it's #balance. And we'll start collecting the names for that drawing at the end. Yay. So the topic today, I was going to start out with introducing the topic, but if you are watching Val and Aley and Marina and Sherry on the Sisters of the Mystical Tarot, they had the same similar topic that we are talking about today. And it is a really, really important topic that I think, as Val said, it is very, it's hitting everybody hard right now. And that is emotional overwhelm, compassion fatigue, and burnout when doing light work. So those are the topics that we're going to discuss today. We're going to go a little bit deeper into the kind of like signs and symptoms of each of these, like emotional overwhelm, what is it, and that kind of thing. But first, I just kind of want to give everybody a chance to just say hi before we dive into the topics.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just going to say hi to a couple of people that are in. Linda Bishop, welcome. Juanita, and there's this hibiscus healings person in here. I think we should all say hi to her.
Beautiful hair.
Love that hair.
Yes. Amazing. And Jenny in Virginia says hi to all of us. So hi, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny.
Hello.
There's Rush.
That's my girlfriend, Rush. I actually know her.
Nice. Welcome.
Yes.
And I'm just going through the names. And then there's Maria Salentine. Hello. And I just want to quickly go through Mama Fryer.
That's Christine.
It's Christine.
Yeah, is that Christine?
She's traveling. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fun.
Yeah.
Karma Karen. Thanks for coming, Karen. That's lovely. And Pamela Studley, welcome. Good to see you here as well. I'm just trying to go through. Hey, Rossi. Rossi's in the house. That's lovely to see Rossi.
Hello.
And Artist 179, Garth Snow, welcome. Venus, welcome. Sunshine, welcome. Creative Chicks Studio. I'm just trying to go as fast as I can, guys. Opal Empress Tarot, welcome. It's lovely to see everybody here.
Yeah.
And Mary Thornberry, hi.
CJ's here.
Billy De La Prida is here.
Billy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
What a
Thank
great
you
group of
guys
people.
for joining us today.
Yeah.
Yay.
And Judy in the skies is here.
Welcome.
Hello, Judy. Yes, I am out. Kelly McCall just popped in.
Yeah.
Hi, Kelly.
Mhm.
And hello to anybody who comes in later if we miss you while we're having our topics.
And the topics that were chosen tonight, I think this can not only just refer to light workers. I think it's everybody who, especially this time of year, the burnout we're all feeling. It's a huge thing that a lot of people really have to deal with, and how do you navigate through it all?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So let's go ahead and dive right into the questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first one that I wanted to talk about today is how do you know when you are feeling overwhelmed because of your own emotions versus picking up the energy of others? Does that feel differently to you? Or do you have a hard time discerning between that? Have you guys had any let's go ahead and start with Aley with this one.
Okay. On the other show, I was just saying often anymore. I'm mostly home. However, I have to deal with my students. And this term I've had over 300, and I get the 300 of the same questions. So it's trying to get ahead of what they might ask so that I can, but they still ask anyway. So I know I'm overwhelmed because I'm trying to get this done over here so I can have time to do this over here. And they will send me emails, and it's like like a text. They'll send me back and forth, and I find myself really picking up a lot of anxiety from that. I know I have to be kind, and I'm trying to be kind, but at the same time, I want to get my work done, and I want to, because I got other things to do. So I think my overwhelm comes also from the fact that and it's ridiculous, the things that I put myself through, but I've always been that way. And the problem is that when my age now is different than it used to be 20 years ago, when I was able to handle it easier. And now I'm the only person that's working in my family, that I get really, and I can, if somebody's snippy with me, like one young man said, this teacher didn't help me do anything. She wouldn't, nobody would help me. And I said, you have to reach out. And I wanted to say more than that, but I knew I was picking up his emotions because it was making me upset that he was blaming his poor work on the fact that, he didn't reach out. And some of that is just because
you got to ask for help. You have to ask for directions. I tell my son that too, when he's struggling with online classes. I'm like, you got to ask. You got to understand.
We don't bite. Yeah.
Donna Marie, how do you decipher between what's yours and not yours energetically?
Oh, that is really hard to decipher. I would say even 5 years ago, I was having difficulty. All of a sudden, I'm upset about something. Even yesterday, I was just in a grumpy mood. And was it me, or was it what is going on around me? And it's hard to decipher at times. So and then you have to look at your workload and what are you taking on? And at one point, when I actually just take a step back, and it's hard to decipher at times, but then other times I'm like, wait a minute, I woke up nice and happy and cheerful. This is not mine. So I just go back to you, whoever gave it to me. But I'm not carrying this around today. I'll leave that bag on the bench. Thanks.
Exactly.
Right.
How about you, Linda?
Well, for me, I think it's a little bit different because when I'm doing readings, especially on Thursdays when I do butterfly readings, I'm not taking questions. I'm giving general readings using decks that have just butterflies on them, and they're all positive and uplifting messages.
Sure.
So by the time I'm done and I read through all the remarks that people make and what resonates with people or how they feel so much better, that I get a high from it.
Good.
Okay.
So that's what happens with me in that respect. And it takes me like an hour and a half of talking with my director. and then we both come down, and then it's nap time.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much the Thursday. Now, I haven't only one time done like 3 or 4 readings days in a row. And I did find that by the 4th time that I do get tired.
Mhm.
It's like the energy gets zapped out of me. But part of that is because as an empath, as the oldest of 5, the first child of 23 cousins, my job, I was always the person who people went to for therapy. Not that I'm a therapist, but but I've been told I have wisdom. So, but so there are times when I can find myself getting worn out. But for the most part, I get a high from it because I feel excited that I'm able to give someone a positive and uplifting message. And
Nice.
I just feel like
Linda.
spirit just kind of guides me to what cards to pick. So.
Yeah, exactly. That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
For me, when I'm feeling, I had a really hard time. I've had a really hard time. Like I could walk into a room and my personality could like switch with the mood of the room. And I was like, what's going on? And then I would carry that with me. Now, doing works and, doing a lot of shadow work and like thinking, I can actually like, if I'm feeling a certain way, I can actually like separate myself from it. And I can ask myself, do I have an emotional connection to this feeling? Mm-hmm. And if I don't, then I'm like, then that's not mine, because I connect emotionally with everything. That's how I remember everything. If you ask me to bring something up from the past, it always brings up an emotion. But for me, it's like, if I don't have that emotional connection with the energy that I'm feeling, then that's when I know it's not mine. I'm not sure if I'm sure lots of people can do that, but I haven't heard of anybody saying that before. It's new. It's definitely new. I think it's some sort of protection that was given to me because I just one day said, I don't feel anything. It's, kind of like if you see something and you just don't feel anything about it. You're just like, I don't know. What is this?
No attachment is what you're saying.
No attachment at all. So that's kind of how I can decipher, but it's very new. So I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Good.
So
it's interesting how we all kind of process it differently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I worked really hard to try to not do that because for a long time my mood would change with the energy of the situation that I'm in. And I had to work really hard at not letting that happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the second part, and I think this is probably for me, at least the hardest to decipher is let's see, Juanita said, I used to feel the attachment and now I don't as bad these days. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I can separate my own energy better. See, that takes a lot of practice. Lot of practice.
Yeah.
And Linda Bishop, I really felt 9/11 coming on for about 2.5 years. Pressure pushing on my back, immense sorrow and fear of the country and victims coming into the future. But knew it wasn't me. Yeah, sometimes you just get these feelings of doom and gloom, maybe, and you're just like, why am I feeling this? Why am I feeling this at all?
Mm-hmm.
So what are some signs that help when you're doing this kind of work and you're really giving and you're really helping people? What are some signs that you notice in yourself that maybe you're leading to burnout? Like, do you notice anything, changes in your personality, changes anything that's kind of like, and a lot of these signs we tend to ignore until it's too late. So do you have any, Aley, any warning signs that you are leading to emotional, like compassion fatigue and burnout?
Yeah, sometimes I really do think I can get annoyed by something, and I don't really like that. When I have a discussion with somebody, or I have in the past, and then I would let them know that I was annoyed. They used to look at me like what was wrong with me, like I was crazy, and because they never saw me that way. And then I realized that being annoyed or being it is a sign of burnout and being tired, not wanting to do. This is where I am with the school, teaching at the schools. I am totally burned out. It's been 27 years and I'm burned out, but I'm not burned out here. And if I didn't have this, I think it would be very, very difficult for me. And it's not exhausting for me. It's not, it doesn't take, it doesn't make me feel like, oh God, I got to do this. I never feel that way. And so I can recognize that this is what I should be doing. And this is what I have to do right now. And there's this schism there. And I know that this part is the burnout and this part is the fun. And so, especially the fall quarter is really hard for me, but I'm done. I'll be done this week. So I feel like, I'm at that closer end and that end point. But I think helping others is something that I'm finding now. Some of my readings are turning more into spiritual counseling, and I love that. And it's just, I think we need to be able to, I'll do the reading, but let's talk about how you feel. Let's talk about what this means to you and that kind of thing. And so that is one thing that it won't burn me out. It makes me happy. So
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. How about you, Donna Marie? How do you notice when you're burning out?
I was just going to say, by the way, everybody, in the description, there is everybody's links. If you haven't already, please jump on them and subscribe. Aley does personal readings. Linda, you do too, don't? If I'm correct.
I have, but
yeah. And Sara does personal readings as well. But the signs that I find out that I'm actually getting exhaustion and it's leading to burnout is when somebody's giving constructive criticism and I'm going, all right, Mary Poppins. And I'm like, okay, that's about, I think maybe I should step back. I'm getting a bit of burnout and I sleep a lot or I'm exhausted. And that's when I go, okay, I'm and literally I'll shut down YouTube. I won't even go on. Because, you feel it. And that burnout is, and that's my sign of as soon as I get a little bit snarky like that, I'm like, okay, it's time for me to maybe not talk to people because they're going to not think I'm very nice. And so I call them Mary Poppins.
I love that.
I'm going to get my umbrella now, Donna.
And you're all spiritual and stuff, whatever. Right? So that's when I say, okay, I'm getting burnout, and it's
I love that.
But you do get that. You do get that euphoric and that really uplifting when you are doing readings and you're helping people. When you get that connection, But then you have to make sure that you balance it out and you go out and you walk or you go out and do stuff with the family. You have to make sure that balance is there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Share Spirit says finding that place where you connect to your passion can be the only saving grace. Absolutely. Just like with Aley and doing this work versus her actual work, her
real job,
teaching work. I'm so glad you're almost done with school, Aley. You earned it.
Thanks, Cher.
Now, is that only for this year, Aley, or are you done?
I was going to be done, but somebody is in the White House that's not treating all of us old people very well. So I'm going to stay until he's out. He's gone, however long that takes. Yeah.
Just in case. Mm-hmm. How about you, Linda? Do you have any signs and symptoms of burnout that you?
I don't know that it's burnout so much as I'm very compassionate. and I will sometimes attract people with greater needs than I should be dealing with or taking responsible for. And I'm very lucky to have people who have my back and will make suggestions, lead me along the way. And yeah, so that's a good thing. That helps the bad part. Because it's pouring. Because it's just I've had a couple situations where just darkness has come into my area, and hurt and pain, and I had to just kind of walk away and take care of me. So
good for you,
absolutely.
though. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the boundaries that you set. Yeah. That's good.
And Sara,
For
what about
me-
you?
For
Sorry,
me,
I didn't mean to interrupt.
no, you're wonderful. I have a tendency to give a lot, like give everything, and not ask for anything for myself. So I feel taken advantage. I start feeling taken advantage of. I start feeling like nobody really likes me, and I go into this like downward spiral of, you're not good enough. People don't want to be there for you. And then I start feeling this like depression, and I just have to tell myself, stop. Like, this is just because you are drained. Like, this is not you. This is, you just need to do work on yourself. And that's when I take that pause to actually go in and start filling my cup up again. Because, it's a lot of people, they really give too much, and they just deplete their energy reserves. And then it just starts to become like a dark, depressive feeling. And that's how it usually hits me. And then I go, oh my gosh, what am I doing? And then I trigger something, and then I snap out of it and do better work.
I love that you guys all recognize all those things, though, because, we've been with each other, with ourselves for so long. Sometimes I'll recognize it and I'll still be a snapper, like, especially with the one that's the closest, because that happened.
Yeah.
But, we do know it. And we all need that feeling that we can turn to somebody else and say, this is how I'm feeling, but this isn't how I always feel, and I know that I have to take a step back. So that's beautiful.
Do you ever get your mother's voice in your head telling
Oh,
you
yeah.
go have a good sleep and you'll feel better in the morning?
Yep.
No, I don't get my mom's voice in my head. Share Spirit says energy vampires read the compassionate and will quickly become parasites. If we're not very mindful, they're very often charismatic, and it's selfish to cut ties. Yes, and that's going to be our next topic.
Oh, good.
It isn't selfish to cut ties when giving love is one-sided. Absolutely. And then artist Liz says, I feel like that sometimes, Sara. Also, I'm not like I'm not being heard or validated. Absolutely. And these are the reason I wanted to talk about this today was because I feel like a lot of people feel this way, and they don't have anybody to share it with, or they don't have people around them that can understand what they're going through. Because when you are a healer, a light worker, a giver, people don't see you as someone who needs healing, who needs to be given to. So it's this is a very personal topic to me, because I just think we don't give enough back to ourselves, and we deserve that. We totally lose sight of ourselves. Absolutely. And I just wanted to say really quickly before we move on to the next question. Yes, Edward, I am enjoying the sunshine. I was actually sweating in the car yesterday because the sun was shining on me too brightly. I was like, "Oh, go away, sun."
Uh-huh.
Sara, I starred two comments, and I'm just going to quickly show them.
Okay.
And this is, as Juanita said, the signs might be that you're not feeling the joy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you're in the middle of like Christmas celebrations and you're just blah.
Mhm.
Right?
Yes.
And then,
Yes.
And then Linda Bishop was saying, had an energy vampire that after knowing for years, I had to tell her to not come back.
Good for you.
Or she was nasty and lashed out. And that's leads up to the
Wow.
next one. And I just
Yeah.
lost the question. There we go. So
Yeah. And Donna Ortiz says, having empathetic abilities, I seem to absorb others' energies. This past year, I have been learning how to know between the two. Not to, it's not easy. It's not easy because a lot of times they just come in like they are yours, and then you start kind of thinking, "Am I a little bit crazy? Like, why am I feeling this way? I don't know why."
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. I think too that I can recognize in myself when I'm doing and being the strong one, being the one that gets things done. And you get to a point where you say, why doesn't somebody else do something?
Yeah.
You know, because my mother used to say that. She'd say, my dad wouldn't say, oh, the house looks great, you know, after she cleaned it, because she used to clean it before it was dirty. And he didn't see it ever dirty. So I think that we try to be overachievers, or have at least in the past. And then we get to a point where we probably are on our last nerve and we're wondering why other people can't pick up the slack, but we're not asking them to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's
We
see,
forget
where did I
to
put my-
reach out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this goes into the next question is, why do boundaries feel so uncomfortable for light workers? Even when you know you need it, when you know you need to set boundaries, but it just feels wrong to say no sometimes.
Mhm.
Like this is, I'm meant to help people. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I can't say no. It's this one is really hard because it's such an uncomfortable thing to do, is to say no. What are your insights on this question? Because I just think it's one of the hardest ones.
It is. And, you know, there's an association with the word, you know, you're a light worker. So you are on call in a way. You're on call. And I really do think that people would understand if we just said, I'm sorry, but I don't have the capacity to do that. But we feel guilty about it because we grew up with those messages in our heads that we're supposed to, not necessarily as light workers, because, you know, I was not involved in the psychic community, but it was other things. And you were never to say, as a matter of fact, my daughter's a therapist, and I learned about boundaries probably about 10, 15 years ago. She taught me that. And because you didn't have them in my home of origin. So it is hard if you have grown up that way, where you didn't have that boundary setting done.
Yeah, and Share Spirit says, I think that's especially true for women. And this is true. We are pretty much taught to say yes, to give, to, be nice, as she says. We're supposed to be nice. And saying no is not being nice.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. And Artist Liz said, I know someone that is a friend, and she constantly refers to me as her psychic friend. People treat you like that. A dial psychic. If you decide to set stronger boundaries, I'm coming this year. Absolutely. Yes, that's why I don't tell people that I do readings, or, because certain people, I don't, because want people doing that. Like, oh, when's this going to happen? What's this? I need a reading. Give me that. Because although you love giving readings is wonderful and it's what we do, it's awesome. But sometimes there are certain individuals that might be in your personal life that kind of want it constantly, and it is a little draining, and they don't think about how draining it is. So what would be, how do you deal with boundaries, Donna Marie?
No, I've learned this in the last 5 years. Is this is the time I'm working. This is my family time. Today, at this time, yeah, I'll do readings. When somebody asks me, and I've actually had friends call me and say, hey, you know, what's going on? You know what? Not right now. Busy doing other things. When I have the time, I will give you a call back. We can talk. We can discuss it. But I am learning now. It's like, you know, just say, hey, you know what? My shingle isn't out right now. Right?
Your signal isn't out right now. I love that.
Well, it's
Yeah,
like when you're a doctor. I have a problem right here. Can you tell me what to do? You know?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Yes, exactly. My doctor friend. Oh, I have this little rash. I'm an esthetician, so people would always want me to give them skin advice. And I'm like, make an appointment. come into my clinic and I'll give you the
I'm
full
out for
workout.
dinner right now.
Yes. Yes. And then Jenny had said, what do you do when you have to set boundaries with someone, but you can't walk away when met with negativity? Oh, you can't. So you have to set that boundary like in that moment, and you can't leave.
Yeah.
That's a real hard one.
That's where Mary Poppins comes in.
Donna Marie's just gonna like with her umbrella push him away.
Well, that's what you call her Mary Poppins. That's when you go, okay, Mary Poppins, like you're just so full of sugar today, right?
Oh my goodness. It is very difficult. And I think you have to take each incident with different, you have to look through them with a different lens, because you have to kind of like meld your response to who you're talking to. And then you might say one thing to somebody and then something different to someone else. And I completely just lost my train of thought as we were talking about perimenopause before the show. I just completely went because Linda, I was thinking of two questions at once.
Linda, how do you deal with that?
So I learned about boundaries around 40 years ago when I was dealing with a teenage daughter, and I went to therapy to learn how to deal with setting boundaries with this child who was a wild child. And my therapist went to school with these two fellas, Townsend and Cloud, who wrote a book called Boundaries. And I got a book and I read it, and then I reread it, and then I taught a class at my church on boundaries through my singles group, because I figured all these single parents, you know, they needed to know also. And so what I find myself doing is I try to be really honest about, look, I can't do this right now. I am not feeling well. I have been attacked. I have been like the nastiest emails and texts, and I answer them with love. And I just say, you know, I will step away. If that's what you need me to do, that's what I need to do. And we'll see whatever happens. And it's like that energy vampire that just takes everything and doesn't ever give. Doesn't say, hey, how are you? They go, and this is what happened. Blah, 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 blah. You know, and it's like, and that's that constant going
Yeah.
on. And so
Barrage. Yeah.
it's like, I just, if you have something that you want to talk to me, text first, see if I'm available. I might be with my family, my kids, my husband. And I know,
Perfect.
text first. That's,
Mhm.
and I do the same thing. I try not to ever call before texting because, well, for one, we're all in different time zones.
Yeah,
In my
that's true.
kaleidoscope, we're all over. It's like poor Sarah. She starts getting East Coast dings some mornings before she's had coffee.
I have the
And
same
I'm like,
thing. Yeah.
and go to another channel because Sarah's still sleeping. And we all go,
Yeah.
oh, that's right.
Yeah, I don't respect her boundaries either. I just text her in the morning.
I know.
Sorry.
And that's when I just turn my phone over and go, good night, ladies.
That's where you turn it. It's your phone. You pay for it, so you can turn it off,
That's
right?
right.
Or
That's
turn
right.
the sound down.
Yeah.
That's what I
And
say.
see, my phone is never turned on unless I'm expecting a phone call.
Mine
But it's
either.
like right now, it's sitting on my
Yep.
lap, and if it
Yep.
vibrates, then I can look and see. Because with my grandson, I
Yeah.
like to be available just
Sure.
in case.
Yeah.
But I'd already heard from him today, and he had chicken nuggets, and so he's happy. It's a good day.
Yeah.
There was
Deborah.
one thing that I was taught with boundaries is how to, when you set your boundary and somebody reacts, is don't take it personally. Go, just remember that is their reaction to you saying no. And
Mhm.
people just have to learn. It's kind of like that dance of intimacy or that dance of anger. If they can't get it this way, they'll get the front way, the back way, any way that they'll try.
Sure.
But their reaction is not your concern. That is something going on with them.
That's theirs. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And say,
Absolutely.
I can't right now, but we can address it a little bit later. And if they can't accept that,
Mhm.
you're just everyone's just learning. Everybody's like it. They'll understand that in a week's time or 6 months from then. They'll say, oh yeah, okay, are you available? They'll start asking, are you available? Instead of going, okay, I need you now. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Deborah says, I just say it would be in their best interest if I didn't read for them right now. That's a really good
She's
one.
very
That is a good
diplomatic.
one.
I love her.
She just, if you need any, yeah, she's just
Yeah.
amazing. She always
She is
knows
amazing.
exactly what to say. Like,
Uh-huh.
I just,
Yeah.
I
love
asked her one
listening to
time
her
in
talk.
class, are you a psychologist? No, I've just been doing this a really long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She knows what to say and how to say it.
Mhm.
Exactly. And Tiffany says, sometimes setting boundaries, you have to believe the best will happen and you can hold your ground even when it's hard. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes when I have somebody who is asking a lot of me, I have a little trick where they're asking, like they're pouring everything out and they're wanting me to help them with their problems. I start talking about my problems and I start asking them for help, and then they run away and they don't answer my calls.
Right. Right. Yep. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
That happens.
They're like,
That
never mind.
Yeah. I have a stepdaughter who her father won't talk to her right now because she was demanding. She crossed his boundaries. So she decided it would be better to write to me about how angry she is and how much she hates me, and because I have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
And I'm getting all these texts from her. So I block her, and she writes me back and she says, free speech is in the United States and you can't block me. And I thought, oh my Lord, it was just, it got very toxic. So we do have to deal with some toxicity at times as well. And the best thing to do is just shut it down.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
it was awful. It was.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway.
Let's see. This one says, recently my roommate yells out, don't touch the thermostat, and he slams the door. I yelled back no and was quite upset instead of just letting it go. I didn't say, hey, don't talk to me like that. Sometimes it's really hard. It's really hard. But doing work when you are helping people, you're doing healing work, you're giving them readings. We talked about like personal boundaries. What about when you just can't do it anymore? Like you're just like, I've done enough readings. I can't, I have to stop. I can't do it anymore. For the day or for the week. How do you, because sometimes I feel like when you're doing work, you feel like you should get to everybody. And it feels bad when you can't get to everybody. You know, you can't give them all a reading, but like I don't think it does. You feel really guilty sometimes.
Yes.
When you can't read everybody. How do you guys work through that?
Boy, you hit the nail on the head with that one. When I first started, I would stay and read for everybody. I just keep going. And I can't do that. I know I can't do that. So now I have to set that boundary. And most people understand now. They really do. You know, they come in at 10 minutes before the end of the show. And I say, I'm sorry, we've been on here almost an hour and we've got this many people. But that giveaway tool really does help. It really does. It seems the fairest way to get the reading for somebody. But it is exhausting. And what I think is the hardest part is if you've got someone that asks you a question about something specific, and then they come back the next day and they ask the same question about the same thing. And it's also done on other channels and it's over and over and over and over. I have a really hard time with that. Yeah. I just, and I know that, people are really wanting an answer and they don't like the answer they're getting. So they're going to find someone that gives them the answer they want. So that's a hard thing. That's a hard boundary to set as well.
Right. It is a hard boundary because it's not in our nature to say no, but sometimes we just have to. Sometimes after doing readings, I leave the show with a horrible migraine. Like an hour later, I'll get a horrible migraine just from, doing the energy work. But there's a lot behind the scenes that we don't talk about as readers and practitioners and stuff like that. Let's see.
Well, I've had somebody who, because of the giveaway tool, like stomped out and like, I hate that giveaway tool. My name never comes up. And I was like, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you,
Yeah.
Or I've had some people who put their name in 5 or 6 times. And
but it doesn't usually put it in that many times. You really only have to
put it in one time. And it takes it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It won't take it a second, third, fourth, fifth time. So stop doing it. You are.
Yep. I know it's frustrating, but it is the best and most fair way to do it. If you've got 45 people that want a reading, you can't do that. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Right.
It's draining for sure. It's draining on you emotionally. How about you, Donna Marie?
Yeah, I was trying to get everybody in and kind of like you try and give. So it's at the point where, you don't want to miss anybody out. And, sometimes there is that person who needs, if they're asking the same question, what I've been telling people now is if you had this question yesterday, download or save that who you had the reading from, and you can go back and replay it and listen over and over and over again. So if there's something that you missed in that, and I recommend that often, like I do it the same thing. If I get a reading, I will save that recording from whoever, and then I'll go back to it and I'll listen to it, because sometimes I missed the first time. I miss everything, but then I can go back and I can really listen to it. Then it's like, wait a minute, my whole whatever my question was, I'm getting the whole thing. So I do recommend people to just replay if you had a reading the day before, because it really does help, because your whole reading actually comes to, then you hear the whole thing. But sometimes we do have to, And I did try the giveaway tool, but it didn't work. So I was like, well, so then I just did a short with everybody's name in a glass bowl, and I pulled
Yeah.
the winners, and then they won their free readings. And I mean, you do what works, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, your tool works differently on EVMux than it does with
Yes.
StreamYard.
Yeah.
Works a little bit differently. So now I have one more topic, one more little question. So what are some simple practices that we can do to take care of ourselves while doing this work? Do you have any rituals or any little things, not little things, they're big things. Any practices that you do when you are preparing or afterwards, or just anytime you feel like you need a little bit more?
Well, I've come to realize that calling in some of the archangels when I'm feeling really overwhelmed have helped me immensely. It helped my husband when he was really sick. I called in Raphael, and he came right in, and it was amazing. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is I try to open my mind to the miraculous, and knowing that, and I never want to, the old physician, do not harm. I feel the same way about psychics and people that are doing readings. We have a code of ethics, and we need to be as kind as possible, especially if, and we have to remember all those things. But yeah, I like that, Juanita, ringing bells, singing bowls, smudging. Sometimes I'll get in the hot tub, and I know Linda gets in her pool and just floats around, and that space can do a lot for head clearing and getting elevated in vibration.
Sure.
How about you, Donna Marie?
This year, there's been a lot of things that have happened that I've actually had to say, okay, Spirit, God, however you want to label, I'd say, I can't handle this on my own. I'm putting it in your hands, and then I keep that faith.
Good.
And that is what has gotten me through this year. This year's been a lot of surprises that I was not expecting. So, and I also say, I do put my boundaries up. Like Sara, when I say, look, it's Rick and my time, and we're gonna go, and it's our time right now, and I'm going to take the rest of the day to go do my thing and go spend time with him. And I'm making a routine and making a boundary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Linda, do you have any practices that you do before?
I
protect
do a
yourself?
prayer of protection, and I always feel like I'm stepping into this sphere that I pull up over me, and I surround everybody in the group, and I'm just just wanting good things to come from the reading and how they accept it. But for me, a lot of it is just about being joyful, just for me to stay uplifted, for me to stay happy. And I have amazing personal assistant. She does all my background crafty stuff and makes my screen, everything looks beautiful. She does it all except for me. This is all me. That's the lipstick, the earrings. That's me. Everything else Sara does. She's my personal assistant. And then my director. I have Christine, who is like my left arm. And then Judy. I mean, it's like I have this team of people who lift me up, build me up. And then I have my husband who supports me and just loves me in spite of myself.
Oh, that's wonderful, Linda.
So I feel like I'm really very, very blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What about you,
I feel the
Sara?
same. I do. If you see me going like this,
You're
I'm giving myself Reiki. I do this all the time. I'll be standing in the store and I'll just be like,
Yeah.
and I'll just give myself Reiki all the time because it helps center me, it helps ground me. And I find that I need time alone. I need quiet. I need I don't want to say quiet. What I need is time alone to blast my music and dance around the kitchen like
That's
a crazy
great.
lady. That fills me up. I feel so much joy and so much happiness after I just go in and dance and just sing at the top of my lungs, and then that's what I do.
And that's why I had surgery, so that I can dance again. I said, that's my biggest goal, is I want to be able to dance.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, Juanita, I am actually a Virgo with Sagittarius rising.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she asked if I was a Cancer. I'm like, no.
I'm a Cancer rising.
You're Cancer rising. Yeah, it's so fun. But there's a lot of little things that you can do. If I'm feeling something really heavy, I'll just write it down and burn it.
Mm-hmm.
That helps release it for me. And then I take the ashes and then I mix them with salt and I bury it outside. That's kind of my little thing. And whether it works or not, I believe it works, so it works.
It works.
Yeah. Right.
It makes me happy.
That's the miraculous you're open to.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to have an explanation.
Exactly.
It just is the way it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to my husband and I go, he asked me something and I said, I don't know if it works, but I believe it works. So it works. Like
Right.
that's how everything is, right? It's all what you believe in. So as long as you believe it, it's gonna work for you. Yay.
Yes.
Millie, is this Sag rising too? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is so fun. All right, so you guys ready to pull the winner for the reading?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So
all right.
just to make sure everybody can get it in, it's down on the bottom. So #balance. If you want to get into, we will be drawing one person for a free reading from Linda and Aley.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, I forgot to share it. It's always something, right? All right. Who's our lucky winner going to be? And you have to be here in order to win. Pamela Studley.
Congratulations, Pamela. Are you here?
Yes. If you are still here, let us know that you are here, and then feel free to put your question in the chat, or if you just want a general, go ahead and put that in. And we'll just...
And while we're waiting for that, I would like to, Aley is having a course in January, is it, Aley?
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be on the 4 Sundays in January and the first Sunday in February, so 5 classes. And it will be on spiritual alchemy and journaling. We'll be doing some journaling prompts, and we're going to be reading. There's a book that you need to get for it that's called The Book of Alchemy. And it should just be really a lot of fun. And it's a sacred space. I mean, whatever is said and shared is to stay in the sacred space. So I hope that if you have any questions, you can go to heartandsoulconnected.online. Yeah.
I've booked it. I'm really looking forward to it. It's
Me too.
Oh,
I am excited for it. I think that's my one last block, is I'm not good at putting pen to paper and writing down my thoughts because I
You
was
aren't
like,
alone.
I don't want to remember it later. I don't want to go back and revisit that. So I was, when you said that, I was like, I'm there because that is my last
Good.
block.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not getting a response from Pamela, so maybe she's not with us anymore. So we will draw again.
Okay.
Yes, I know that she's in New Zealand, so it might be quite late for her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to make sure. All right.
Oh, Donna. Thank you. Donna Ortiz. Mm. All right.
Maria Salentine.
Marie Salentine.
All righty.
Congratulations, Maria.
If you
Type
are
in
still
your
here,
question. So, should we have a little music? Should we have a little? Yeah, you do need to be here to get the reading.
Mhm.
All right. Lots of memberships flying around.
I know.
Are
Everybody's
you
so
so
generous. That's so
Oh,
nice of you. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you are a member, you get a discount on the class. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
Edward gifted a reading.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Juanita gifted a reading. That's amazing. And you said you had a new member.
Donna Ortiz. Those are actually memberships, gifted memberships, and Donna Ortiz just also did her own membership. So.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Uh-huh. I know everybody's
Yeah,
so
that's
kind.
lovely. Yeah. If any, and if anybody hasn't seen Aley or Linda, please hit up their channels. I tune in when I can, when I'm either on lunch break or I listen in while I'm working, and I'm working, and I can't always answer back anything, but I do listen in, and it's great content that they both have. And I like it when Linda's just hanging out.
I know.
Just like
I know.
when she was,
She's good
we're
at
just hanging out. I'm
She's
like,
really
I
good
like
at
hanging out.
She is. She's so relaxed. It's wonderful.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Linda, I don't know if we'll give Maria one more minute. I don't think she's here anymore. Then we'll spin again. But Linda, Donna had a question for you.
Well, I can't remember what my question was.
Your question was, how did you keep up the energy and such a positivity doing readings the day after your knee surgery?
That was, that's my huge question. How the heck did you do that, girl?
Well, they told me, you were in the hospital and you were talking to us, and somebody came in and you said, "Excuse me, but I'm busy right now. Can you come back later?"
Yes.
And I had to go back to watch that because I didn't remember that. Of course, I was on really good medication too.
Yes.
That was part of it. But the other part was really so many people lifted me up and sent good vibes and prayers my way. And I just really felt like I was on 1 or 2 heavy duty meds for like 5-6 days. And after that, I was totally just Tylenol once to twice a day. And every time I would do PT, whether at home or out, and I'm still doing it until probably the middle of January, that I'd come home and put ice on, and they would suggest, take some Tylenol beforehand. But I just, life's too short. I was unhappy and sad and lonely too many years of my life. And after COVID, and I found this community, I just decided that I just have to be happy. That's all there is to it, because I'm tired of not being happy.
Right.
Now I can just dance,
Yeah.
It brings you those endorphins too, that really, you were on an endorphin high, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I was
and,
just,
I'm a flirt, and I like to flirt with the guys.
yeah.
You're not alone.
He says, I know where you sleep.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it looks like we don't have any reply from Maria.
Yeah, I was reading, she is in Denmark, so it is 3 a.m.
Oh
So
my gosh.
sleeping is probably what is happening right now. You always
Sleeping might
forget
be-
when you're
Yeah.
doing these lives that
Yes.
not everybody is where you are. So the time difference
right,
is.
Right.
And
Are you
Tiffany?
are you here?
Tiffany, are you here, Tiffany? And then Mary Starshine was saying how beautiful your new website
Oh,
is.
that's
Oh.
Val. That's
See?
Val Klingenbeck. She did my website, and she
That's
did
awesome.
a beautiful job. Yeah.
Yes,
she
it's
really did.
heart and soul connected online, correct?
Right, right. And Tiffany's here. She just wants a general reading. Yay! Thanks. Tiffany.
Yay.
Yay! Yep.
Congratulations, Tiffany.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yay. Perfect.
All right.
Just a general?
Hmm. Yeah, that's what she had written. So, this card I got today for another reading, and I love this card because it's courage, and and I know you've seen places along the sidewalk where there are cracks and flowers and come through, and you have to think about how difficult that is for this beautiful little seedling to be. So this is perseverance. This is ripeness, which is actually the next card that comes up. But this card here is you have the courage it takes to get through the difficulties. And we've all had such difficulties collectively for almost a decade. So we just all stand together and hold each other up. And you have come through really, you're bearing fruit now. You're bearing fruit, Tiffany,
Nice.
and the ripeness has come for you. So enjoy the fruits of your labor, because they're saying your existence is so important. This is the number one card in this deck, and it is a beautiful being sitting on a lotus, staring at the universe. The universe is in your hands, and reflection upon your own existence is important, and loving yourself is too.
Wow.
Thank you.
And Tiffany, for you, I got inspiration. Inspiration is everywhere, captures your ideas. And we have that light bulb of inspiration. So the next card I have is collaboration. Collaboration achieves greater goals. Is there something that you're working on with someone to create a greater goal? But look at this card with the sun and the moon and the people and the blue skies, and it looks like where I want to be. You know,
Really.
The only thing better would be if there was a pool, but it's water. That's water there.
That's
You know,
right.
I would go in that water because it would feel really, really good. And
Yeah.
then I have understanding. Understanding is the key to deep connections.
Wow.
And so I don't know if you have something going on in your heart, but yeah.
There's your inspiration. There you go.
Mhm.
So that's what I have for you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, just wanting to take some classes. Absolutely.
And anybody who's not doing anything tomorrow at noon Eastern time, stop by Butterfly Readings and take a chance on # butterfly and see if you the speener wiener is what I call it. Just because you never know.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah.
What else do you
Yeah.
have going on, Linda, besides your Thursday show tomorrow?
Saturday I have a show with Judy in the Skies at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm not sure. think that's, when are we on, Sarah? The following week?
We will be on the 20th,
So that's the following week. So
3
yeah.
Pacific. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, yeah, Judy and I. Oh, and Scott and Judy are on Saturday at 1. So it's on my calendar to watch. Scott,
Nice.
Scorpio, Sun, Tarot, and Judy in the Skies.
Beautiful.
So that'll be fun.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And Aley, you have a lot of things coming up this week.
Yeah. Not really. I mean, I remember doing 4 or 5 shows a day, and I've cut back precipitously, but
Yeah, to 3 today.
yeah, well, I did. Yes, that's true. And I have a few more. But Marina and I will be on Friday night. We're going to be doing some storing the cards, which we love doing. And then
Yes.
Saturday, I'll be on with Gerald and Linda De Gonzalez, and we have the Dirty Show on. And we pull the dirty
That
cards.
show
So,
cracks me up.
It does.
Gerald is
Love it.
just, and Linda too. We're all naughty. So it's wonderful to be naughty with others.
Yeah.
And
And
Donna
Sara, what
Marie,
do
what
you
do you have coming up? Oh, I have you first.
I am. I will be actually posting pre-recorded, and I'm getting ready for 2026. So if you check out my channel, I have the energy for your initials pre-recorded. You just pick your initial and for your first, last name, middle name, and that'll give you the energy for the month. But I am going to be doing readings. There'll be 26 of them for each letter of the alphabet, for each initial, and for
Neat.
2026. So I will be doing a full reading for each initial for what is coming up for 2026. So look for those. They will get posted. So if you hit the link and hit the subscribe, you'll get notification when they come up. And then you can check yours out for what's coming up for 2026.
Nice.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
And I'll sneak in a live here and there. And Sara.
For me, I have Judy and I will have Twin Tarot Tuesday on the 16th at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And then the 20th, I will be on with Linda at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So that's what I have coming up next week. And that's all I have scheduled so far.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say thank you for coming on and spending time with us today. Chatters, thank you for hanging out with us. I think this was a really, really well-needed topic to discuss. And
Yeah.
I really
I feel
enjoyed
honored to
spending-
be part of this discussion, and I know that I pretty much can tell Linda Dust liked it too. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
To hang out
Well,
with
when I thought
my
of it,
kaleidoscope and my fairy godmother.
when I thought of it, Aley, you were the first person. I was like, this is the topic that I want Aley to
Oh,
come
well,
on.
thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
inviting
And she told me the topic, and I went, what? Can we do crazy Christmas sweaters or something?
There is no test, Linda. There is no test. It's okay. It's okay.
What, you can't see my crazy Christmas sweater here?
See my earrings?
Yeah.
She had her full getup on earlier. I told her she should wear it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna wear it tomorrow.
Oh, that's cute.
Cute.
Nanu Nanu.
Oh, there you go.
You remember My Favorite Martian?
Oh yes, I do.
Yeah.
That's what makes me. Yeah.
And then we go, ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
much love,
Awesome.
Maureen. I know you're having a hard time, and we send you our love. Yeah.
Oh yes, absolutely, Maureen.
It was such a lovely discussion. I just love you both. Sara, I love you too, but thank you so much. You too. It's
Your old hat, Sara.
yes. Yeah, you and I will be talking on the phone for like hours.
That's awesome. That's one of the then the benefits, a lot of people don't even realize. The ones that you come in with, so to speak, are the ones that become that anchor for you.
Absolutely.
And there's texts and there's calling and there's love shared, and you couldn't find that in really, if we didn't have this ability, because we're picking different parts of the country, out of the country, and it's an amazing place.
Yes.
And I know that the chatters feel the same way.
Yeah. This community is absolutely amazing. It has opened up a lot of being able to connect with people that I've have really bonded with, and it's like now I almost call them, some are like family to me, and it's close, and I hold them very dear.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
And it's that, and everybody's so supportive of one another, which is, you don't get that everywhere.
Right.
And and how you watch somebody, and how they start off as this little seed and they blossom into this beautiful, watching people, and I get amazed at the readings and the so it's, I thank you both. I just admire you both so very much. So thank you.
We love you, dear. We really do. We love you both.
Yes.
Thank you.
You guys are the best. I was telling my friend that today. I was like, she's like, what have you been up to? And I was like, nothing. Just quietly, nothing. And then I finally was like, I've been doing readings on YouTube, and I have a show tonight. It's like really shy to tell her, because I don't like that. This was really hard for me to come on and start doing.
I know it was, but you're doing it for
me. And I get nervous, and when I tell people, I'm just like, because it's private to me. I don't know why, but the community, I told her, I said, but you can't even imagine the wonderful people you meet. The community is so awesome. I've met so many wonderful people. There's like people that I don't even know, I've never talked to in the chat, that I just get super excited seeing their name in the chat. I'm just like, and it's just this uplifting, wonderful environment. And it really is hard to explain to people who don't come and hang out with us. It's just really hard to explain how opening and wonderful it is. I love it. And after I told her that, I was like,
so there.
Like,
so there.
I have a lot of friends.
Mary Poppins.
It was fun, because I'm very shy about it, but it's amazing. It's a wonderful, I feel privileged to be able to come on and hang out with wonderful people and do readings, and just have people actually want to watch what I'm saying. It's amazing. It is amazing.
It totally is. Yeah.
I love it. All right. Well, it has been an hour and 13 minutes. So I think it's time to close out. But I just want to say again, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. This was amazing. And I had such a good time.
Me too. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Yeah.
All righty. Well, good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Next time. Same station.
When is our next time, Sara? Our next time
Lightworkers. The next Lightworkers Lounge is
January
the 7th. No, wait, January. What the heck is it?
Let me just check my calendar. Sorry, guys. It is.
I think it's the 7th.
$14th.
14th. Okay, not the 7th. 14th. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.